She finally understood that he didn't want to choose her. He just didn't want anyone else reaching the parts of her that he kept starving. And that was the part that made everything feel so confusing because he wasn't fully there, but he wouldn't fully let go either. He wouldn't show up with consistency, but the second she started pulling away, suddenly he knew how to be warm. Suddenly he knew how to say the right thing. Suddenly he could sense her leaving and give her just enough to make her pause, not enough to feel safe, just enough to keep her hoping. That's how breadcrumbs turn into manipulation. It's the random sweet messages after days of distance, the soft apology that doesn't come with changed behavior, the late night reassurance after he spent all week making her feel invisible, the way he shows up right when she starts to remember that she deserves better. And she used to take those moments as proof that he cared, proof that there was still something there, proof that maybe he was scared, overwhelmed, confused, or dealing with his own stuff. But over time, she started seeing the timing. He didn't reach for her because he was ready to love her better. He reached for her because he felt her slipping out of his control. And that's a different thing. Because if he wanted to choose her, he would have chosen her when she was hurting. He would have chose her when she needed clarity. He would have chose her in the moments that she needed him, not just when another man might notice what he neglected. He didn't protect her heart. He guarded his access, and once she saw that, the whole pattern looked different. The breadcrumbs weren't romance, they were maintenance. Little pieces of affection dropped just enough to keep her attached, confused, and emotionally available, but he didn't want the responsibility of loving her fully. He just wanted the comfort of knowing that she was there. He didn't want to meet her needs, but he didn't want anyone else meeting them either. And that kind of control can feel like love when you've been starving for consistency. She stopped confusing jealousy with care. She stopped confusing attention with effort. She stopped calling a crumb a meal just because she had been hungry for so long. And now she asks different questions. Does he show up when it costs him comfort? Does his apology turn into changed behavior? Does his love feel steady when he's not afraid of losing access? Because she's not staying attached to almost anymore. She doesn't want to be protected from another love by someone who won't love her right. She doesn't want breadcrumbs. She doesn't want last minute attention being treated like love. She wants consistency, clarity, honesty, and peace. And if he only reaches for her when he feels her leaving, then he's not choosing love, he's protecting control. And she sees that now. And she's choosing a life where she's fully loved, not barely kept.